Somewhere out there right now, there may be another you. Living in the house you almost bought, with the person you almost texted back, in the life you almost chose. That's not a movie pitch. That is a serious claim made by serious physicists, some of them with Nobel Prizes. And this year, 100 million people are going to watch a movie about it and walk out asking the same question. Is any of this actually real? Here's what almost nobody tells you. The multiverse isn't one idea, it's 4 completely different ones. Some of them are almost certainly Hollywood, but one of them, physicists have literally pointed telescopes at the sky to check. Stay to the end, and you'll know exactly which is which. Start with the version that needs no new physics at all, just one uncomfortable fact. Space is big, stupidly, insultingly big. What we can see, the observable universe, is 93 billion light-years across, but that's just how far light has had time to travel since the beginning. It's not a wall, it's a horizon, like the horizon at sea. The ocean doesn't stop there, you just can't see past it. So what's beyond it? More universe. Possibly a lot more. Our best measurements say space is flat, and flat space has no obvious place to end. And if space goes on forever, something strange becomes unavoidable. Infinite space, but only a finite number of ways to arrange atoms in any one region. Shuffle a deck infinitely many times, and you don't just get similar hands, you get the same hand, again and again. Somewhere out there, the math says, there's a region of space arranged exactly, like here. No portals, no magic, just infinity doing what infinity does. That's level 1. And the only assumption it needs is that space doesn't stop at the edge of what we can see. Level 2 is stranger, and it comes from the most successful theory of the early universe we have. In the first fraction of a second, space itself expanded faster than light, a process called inflation. This isn't fringe, it's in the textbooks. But here's the catch the textbooks whisper. In many versions of the theory, inflation never completely stops. It keeps going, forever, everywhere, except in little pockets where it burns out. Bubbles. Our entire universe, everything we've ever seen, would be the inside of one bubble. The process that made ours never stopped making more. Different bubbles could freeze out with different physics, different particle masses, different forces. Most would be dead, sterile, no stars, no chemistry, no one asking questions. Which, some physicists argue, is exactly why our bubble looks so suspiciously comfortable. Survivors don't get to be surprised they survived. Now, here's the part I promised you, the part where someone actually looked. If another bubble ever collided with ours early on, it would have left a mark, a bruise, a cold circular scar in the oldest light in the sky. Physicists searched the cosmic microwave background for exactly that signature. Entire careers spent scanning the baby picture of the universe for fingerprints of a neighbor. They haven't found one. But stop and appreciate what just happened. The multiverse made a testable prediction, and science went and checked. That's not fantasy, that's astronomy. Level 3 is the one the movies actually stole, the one where every choice splits the world, and it starts with the single most repeated, most confirmed, most disturbing experiment in physics. Fire single particles, electrons, photons, at 2 narrow slits one at a time, and watch the screen behind. Each particle lands like a dot, but the dots build up an interference pattern. Each particle behaves as if it went through both slits at once and interfered with itself. This is not speculation. This works every single time. It works with electrons, it works with atoms. It's been done with molecules of over 2,000 atoms. Reality, at its base, keeps every option open at once. Physicists call it superposition. The trillion-dollar question is what happens when you look, because when you measure which slit, the pattern vanishes. You only ever see one outcome. The textbook answer says the act of measurement forces reality to pick. The wave collapses. One outcome survives. The rest evaporate. Which raises an awkward question nobody has ever answered cleanly. Collapses how? Triggered by what exactly? A detector? An eyeball? A PhD? In 1957, a graduate student named Hugh Everett proposed something outrageous, mostly by removing an assumption. What if nothing collapses? Every possibility happens. The universe doesn't choose, it branches. You just only ever meet one branch of yourself. Everett was ridiculed, he left physics, he died at 51, decades before his idea became respectable. Today, in surveys of physicists working on quantum foundations, many worlds is routinely one of the leading interpretations, not a fringe, a contender. Same equations, same experiments, no extra machinery. The many worlds part isn't added to the math. It's what the math says if you stop interrupting it. Now, if I stopped here, I'd be selling you something. So here's the case against. Problem 1. You can't visit, you can't call. A theory that predicts things no experiment could ever refute. Is that still science, or is it philosophy with equations? That's not a gotcha from YouTube commenters. That's Karl Popper's razor, and serious physicists wield it at the multiverse constantly. Problem 2. The bruise search came back empty. The one clean observational test we've run so far found nothing. Problem 3. Many worlds has its own headache. If every outcome happens, what does it even mean to say one outcome is more probable than another? The experts still argue about it, loudly. And problem 4 is the oldest one in the book. Extraordinary claims, extraordinary evidence, an infinity of invisible universes is quite the invoice. The defender's reply is worth hearing too. We believe in the interior of black holes and the universe before atoms, regions we can never visit, because the equations that got everything else right point there. The multiverse isn't a theory anyone set out to build. It's what kept falling out of theories built for other reasons, that kept being right about everything else. So here's the honest scoreboard. Level 1, likely if space is infinite, unprovable either way. Level 2, real theory, real test, no evidence yet. Level 3, a mainstream reading of proven physics that may never be testable. Notice what's not on the board: portals, incursions, and meeting your variant. Sorry. So, is there another you out there? Honestly, maybe, and maybe here is a scientific answer, not a cop-out. But here's the thing I can't stop thinking about, and it has nothing to do with physics. Every version of the multiverse, every single level, says the other yous exist because of choices, paths that forked, doors that closed. Which means the life you're living right now is the one branch you actually get to steer. The other yous are on their own. Down in the comments, tell me which level you actually believe. 1, 2, or 3, and which one you think is pure Hollywood. The physicists can't agree, so you might as well weigh in.